Today on TMC 3D, I want to tell you about something that has drove me absolutely nuts for the past few weeks. My Kobra X, the printer I've been raving about, the printer I bought as a refurb unit for only $199. It printed like a dream, straight out of the box. Gorgeous prints, zero issues. I thought this thing was a beast. It was printing beautifully until it wasn't. Then out of nowhere, garbage. Stringy prints, bed adhesion problems, layer adhesion problems, and most concerning and worst of all is the filament would jam at the print head. I'm sitting here pulling my hair out. I think I did a good job of that. I'm adjusting the temps, re-leveling the bed. I even ran a full calibration like it's come out of the box brand new. Nothing fixed it. Then I had a theory. What if the filament is the problem?
What is your major malfunction, numbnuts?
If you've been online at all for a 3D printer forum, a Facebook group, whatnot, you post any problem whatsoever, and the very first thing that will be posted is you need to dry your filament. A lot of people scoff at that, but I said, well, let me check into that. So I took that same roll of filament, the one that's driving me crazy, I took it over to my Kobra S1 combo unit and put it inside the Ace Pro. I ran a 4-hour drying cycle. 4 hours, that's it. Then I ran my print again. Same settings, same filament, and what happened to the print quality? It's back to gorgeous. I'm totally shocked. It's a night and day difference. I knew at that point I needed to find a filament drying solution that the exposed rolls on top of the Kobra X were going to cause me issues. The first option I considered was buying another Ace Pro and hooking it to the Kobra X, but that's close to $300. You can run it as a just straight into each filament tube for 4 colors, or you can make it a 7-color unit. 3 of the filaments still load from the top, so they're still exposed, and one of the tubes into the print head runs the 4 out of the Ace Pro box to give you a total of 7 colors, but that would still leave me with 3 filaments exposed. There's also several community options. One's called the Ace X. You print it out as boxes that sit on top for your filament spools, and you put desiccant beads inside. Desiccant beads absorb moisture out of the air. I don't believe that the ones I bought don't change colors. A lot of them will change colors to indicate when they're fully saturated with moisture. The problem I believe with those is they're good at maintaining a low humidity, keeping moisture out of the air, but they become saturated, overwhelmed pretty quickly. And if you're living in a humid area like I do, they really can't drive a lot of humidity, a lot of moisture out of the filament. You need
Ain't nobody got time for that.
heat for that, so you need a heated solution. That is the direction I took. So my options were Ace Pro for $300, give or take, or find another solution. So I looked around. There's several different just kind of either offline or what could be online feeding out of the box solutions, and I came up with this. This is a Sovol SH03. It's sold on Amazon, also under the Comgrow name. Same model number, SH03, so you know they're all made by the same company. It is identical. Super easy to use, super easy to hook up. I'm not totally happy with the routing of the filament tubes, but I put it on this Ace Pro riser I had printed out originally for my Kobra S1 combo, but it was too tall. I need to print me out some more drawers now. Fits on here perfectly. It would probably be better if I turned it 90 degrees because the doors won't stay open because of the tubing routing. It's kind of tight, but it's not that big of a deal. I'd rather have the low humidity. As you can see, I ran it on a 2-hour cycle. It's got 1 hour and 32 minutes. It's running 50 degrees Celsius. Its preset is PLA. And when I turned it on, the left chamber, which holds 2 rolls, was at like 42%. I believe the right chamber was at 38%. You can see now it's down to 16%. When I open the top up, which I don't want to open up a lot because it's going to let the heat out, it was very warm in there, and you also feel it's pretty humid. The one nice thing about the unit on the back, it has vent ports, so the humidity can escape. You're just not heating the water out of the filament, letting it just fill up the space inside the box, and then once the heater turns off, it gets reabsorbed. It's being actively pushed out of the enclosure. It's simple. There's a power cord, on-off switch in the back, simple display, very easy to use. I'll run through a little tutorial on that. If you're like me and don't have a good spot for filament storage, they're like this. So this is what's actually happening. PLA, PETG, TPU, they all absorb moisture from the air. It's like leaving a cracker on the counter. If you give it a few days or weeks, it goes stale, except with filament, stale means you've got water molecules now trapped inside your plastic. When your hot end hits 200 degrees Celsius, that water flashes to steam, it creates bubbles, and it ruins your layer adhesion and causes jams. I'll be honest, I didn't believe it at first. I mean, I thought it's just plastic. How can it absorb water? But 4 hours in the dryer proved me wrong. This was the print that made me want to throw in the towel. Spider-Man. I'm not sure why or what's going on with the moisture. If it actually was, you know, popping, because you can see if it'll focus, there's little red spots in his eye, black spots in his eye. The texture is like very rough. Dried the filament, no other changes. Same exact filament roll. Look how smooth that is. This is actually one of the best looking things I've ever printed. That is amazing. It's a multi-piece Spider-Man, the arms and legs and body. The red and blue parts are separate, so you glue them together. And the reason they are a little bit different in color is it's a, actually I think the red is solid, but the blue was like a blue-black silk, which is actually really, really cool. I like it. But it came out really, really amazing. These little mini football helmets I've been printing have been coming out amazing. Hail State. My stepson's a Volunteers fan, so printed a UT one for him. These do take forever in multicolor. Okay, so in continuing efforts to improve on the Kobra X, I bought this Sovol filament dryer. All right, so it's packed in foam with plastic corners. Has a big business card with where to get technical support. So I guess the easiest way is going to be lay it over and pull it out of the box. Save all the packaging in case there's something wrong with it. I got to pack it up, send it back to Amazon. I think this was $109 on Amazon. Link below. Sovol. So it looks like you flip this up and open. We have a power cord inside and some filament tubes. Oh, there's more packing in here. And it has a desiccant slot. Instructions. Smells new. On the back, it's got these little caps, which are your filament feeders. They turn around facing you. So if you're the Kobra X or you're the front of the Kobra X, that would mean I would have to run the filament over, and then it'd be kind of hard to open. It does have a nice rubber gasket. These are vents. I guess that's a steam vent. So I don't know, I wish there was another way to feed it out the front. I guess I could feed it up over the top and into the Kobra X as it is. I'll have to figure that out. So we'll turn it on and do some testing. Here we have the Sovol SH03, which is the exact same thing as the Comgrow SH03. The nice thing, it does have a little instruction sticker on the front of it. It has a really simple manual, but it's really easy to use. Right now you can see that it's off. So the first thing you do is you just touch one of the buttons over here on the side. 1, 2 changes which side. This is side 1, this is side 2. First thing it's going to do, it comes up, it says there's 32% humidity inside chamber 1. It's set for PLA, which is what's in it. It's set to 50 degrees. These can be changed, and it does time out after a second. And right now it's set for 8 hours. I don't want to do 8 hours. I want to do PLA at 50 degrees, but for 2 hours. So I hit the gear button and it goes down to time. Then I can take the arrow button and I can change it from 8 to 4 to 2. The nice thing about it now is if I hold down the 1, 2 button, it copies it to both sides and starts it automatically. And you can see down here, there's an icon that says the heater is on, the fan is running, and it's coming up to temperature, and it'll run for 2 hours, and it'll quickly drive the humidity down to about 12 to 15%, and it ends up with really good print quality. So it is a really easy unit to use. I've printed these little tube supports. I think they were on Maker Online, just so that the tubes don't fall over and kink right there. It gets a little more gradual curve out of the lid. So shown over here, these snap the lid open. It comes open, you can hear the fan running. There's the filament tubes in the back. You just push your filament down in. I think I have them down in about 1 inch. They push in. They're like any other release. If you wanted to get them out, there's a little ring right there. You would push it down and pull the tube out. And as I have said, it goes out of here over to the print head. I've printed an extra cable clip or tubing clip just to keep the tubes supported and off of everything else. If you have any questions at all about this, how does it work, anything, leave it in the comments below. Also, if you have ever experienced a filament failure explicitly due to moisture in a filament, leave a comment below, start a discussion. Let other people know what your experiences were. Are you using a filament dryer? Are you using a community solution such as the Ace X with desiccant beads? Are you using an Ace Pro? As always, thank you. Consider subscribing for more videos and click up here. I'll leave a card for a video that will have the review video I did on the Kobra X and why I think it's such a great printer, especially for beginners and especially if you're a little bit older. I think that this is a great printer, and I'll have the review over here. Thanks. Stay cool.
Yeah. Sometimes I get